बच्चों, कैसे हैं आप। आजकल हम बच्चों स्ट्रेट लाइंस पढ़ रहे हैं और वेरियस टाइप ऑफ इक्वेशंस ऑफ द स्ट्रेट लाइन डिस्कस कर रहे हैं। तो आज हम डिस्कस करेंगे परपेंडिकुलर फॉर्म और नॉर्मल फॉर्म ऑफ द इक्वेशन ऑफ द स्ट्रेट लाइंस। तो व्हाट इज दिस फॉर्म? In this form of the equation of the straight lines, we have given the inclination of the perpendicular from the origin to the straight line is given to you, and the length of the perpendicular from origin to the straight line is also given to you. In other words, let this is y-axis, this is x-axis. This is y-axis, this is origin. Then in this case, let this is the straight line. L is the given straight line, and OL, it is the length of the perpendicular from origin to the given straight line, that is P, small p. This is given to you. Hence, it is also called perpendicular form. And inclination of this perpendicular is given to you. This is omega. These two things are given. Length of the perpendicular from origin to the straight line is given, and second is inclination of that perpendicular with the x-axis is given. Then the equation of the straight line is x into cos omega plus y into sin omega is equal to p. This is called perpendicular form of the equation of the straight line, where p is the length of the perpendicular from origin to the given straight line, and omega is the angle subtended by that perpendicular with the positive direction of x-axis. Now let us prove this formula. Now let us prove the perpendicular form of the equation of the straight line. In the diagram, this is P, OL is P, and this is perpendicular, and this is 90 degrees. Draw LM perpendicular on x-axis. Therefore, this is P and omega is the inclination of OL. Therefore, OL will be is equal to P into cos omega, and Ln will be equal to P into sin omega from this triangle, because based upon hypotenuse OM upon OL will be equal to cos omega. Therefore, value of OM will be equal to P into cos omega, and value of Ln will be equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse, that is sin omega. Therefore, value of Lm distance will be equal to P into sin omega, and this distance and this distance gives the coordinate P into cos omega, comma P into sin omega. These are the coordinates of the point L, which lies on the required straight line, whose equation is required. One point is on this straight line. This will play the role of x1, y1. Now one thing remaining is the slope of the straight line. Slope of the straight line can be calculated, can be found by calculating this inclination. So it is clear from the diagram that The inclination of this straight line, this is the exterior angle of this triangle, hence it will be is equal to 90 plus omega. And taking tangent of this 90 plus omega, we will find the slope of this straight line. After finding the slope and point, we can calculate the equation of the straight line which is perpendicular from. So therefore, slope, inclination of the straight line, theta is equal to 90 degree plus omega. Therefore, slope of straight line m is equal to tan 90 degree plus omega, that is minus cot omega. This is the slope of this straight line and this is the point on the straight line. Hence, equation of the straight line is given. Therefore, equation of the straight line is y minus y1 p into sine omega is equal to minus cot omega into x minus p into cos omega. After solving this, we will get the perpendicular form. Now let us solve it and find the perpendicular form, which is x into cos omega plus y into sine omega is equal to p. Now p y minus p into sine omega is equal to minus cot omega into x minus p into cos omega. This implies y minus p into sine omega is equal to minus cos omega upon sine omega into x minus p into cos omega. After multiplying sine omega by this, we get y into sine omega minus p into sine square omega is equal to minus x into cos omega plus p into cos square omega. Now it becomes x into cos omega plus y into sine omega is equal to p into sine square omega plus p into cos square omega. And taking p common, we get x into cos omega plus y into sine omega is equal to p into sine square omega plus cos square omega. That is 1. And we get the perpendicular form as x into cos omega plus y into sine omega is equal to p, because sine square omega plus cos square omega is an identity and whose value is 1, which is perpendicular form. Of the equation of straight line. This is very important form of the equation of the straight line. If p is given to you and omega is given to you, then this is the only method to find the equation of that straight line, which is perpendicular form, in which length of the perpendicular from origin to the straight line is given and inclination of only that perpendicular is given, that is represented by omega. That's all. अब हम किसी जनरल इक्वेशन ऑफ स्ट्रेट लाइन को परपेंडिकुलर फॉर्म में बदलना सीखेंगे. द जनरल इक्वेशन ऑफ द स्ट्रेट लाइन क्या होती है? एनी इक्वेशन which is of the form of ax plus by plus C is equal to 0, where A comma B comma C belongs to real number. And A and B both cannot be simultaneously 0. Otherwise, the equation is no. If A is 0, then B cannot be 0. If B is 0, then A cannot be 0. Is called general equation of the straight line. तो what is the procedure? क्या तरीका है इसको परपेंडिकुलर फॉर्म में बदलने का? सबसे पहले इस कांस्टेंट टर्म को राइट हैंड साइड में ले जाना है, और यदि वो नेगेटिव आए तो उसको पॉजिटिव बनाना है. तो दिस इंप्लाइज ax plus by is equal to minus c. C may be positive, c may be negative, and right hand side should be positive. यदि ये पॉजिटिव है तो a स्क्वायर प्लस b स्क्वायर स्क्वायर रूट से डिवाइड करना है. यदि ये नेगेटिव है तो माइनस a स्क्वायर प्लस b स्क्वायर स्क्वायर रूट से डिवाइड करना है. डिवाइडिंग बोथ साइड बाय both sides y plus minus a square plus b square square root. ये डिपेंड करेगा आपका इस साइन के ऊपर. इसका साइन पॉजिटिव है तो पॉजिटिव से, यदि इसका साइन नेगेटिव है तो नेगेटिव से डिवाइड करना है. वी गेट ax अपॉन प्लस माइनस a स्क्वायर प्लस b स्क्वायर अंडर रूट प्लस by अपॉन plus minus a square plus b square square root is equal to minus c upon plus minus a square plus b square square root. आइदर ये प्लस होगा ये माइनस होगा. प्लस होगा तब जब ये ऊपर वाला पॉजिटिव होगा, माइनस होगा तब जब ये ऊपर वाला माइनस होगा. नाउ दिस मस्ट बी पॉजिटिव. नाउ इट इज b a upon plus minus a square plus b square square root. It is cos omega and it is sin omega. It may be plus, it may be minus, as per decision taken to make the right hand side, which is perpendicular distance from origin to the straight line, which should be positive. So this is the perpendicular form, and this is the procedure to convert a general equations into a perpendicular form. And this is cos omega, which is of the form of x into cos omega plus y into sin omega is equal to p, where p is this and sin omega is this and cos omega is this. That's all. Now let us discuss one of the application of this perpendicular form. Exercise 10.2, question number 7. Find the equation of the straight line perpendicular form in which the length of the perpendicular from the straight line is given to you 5 unit and value of omega is given to you 30 degree. Question number 7, exercise 10.2. According to the question, the length of perpendicular from origin to the straight line P is equal to 5 unit. This is given to you, and omega is equal to 30 degree. This is the inclination of that perpendicular. Diagram. This is x-axis, this is y-axis, and this is straight line. This OL is 5 and this angle is 30. Therefore, the equation of the straight line is x into cos omega plus y into sin omega is equal to p. Substituting the value of p and omega, we get x into cos 30 degree plus y into sin 30 degree is equal to 5. Therefore, cos 30 degree is under root 3 by 2 and sin 30 degree is 1 by 2. We get x into under root 3 by 2 plus y into 1 by 2 is equal to 5. Multiplying both sides by 2, we get under root 3x plus y is equal to 10. If either under root 3x plus y minus 10 is equal to 0, this is the equation of the required straight line in which omega and p are given to you. Now, let us discuss one of the application of a perpendicular form. Question is, reduce x plus y minus 1 is equal to 0 into a perpendicular form. Also find the inclination of that perpendicular omega and length of the perpendicular from origin to that straight line. Omega and p is also our requirement. Then according to the question, the given equation of straight line is x plus y minus 1 is equal to 0. Taking constant to the right hand side, 1 into x plus 1 into y is equal to 1. This is c. It is positive, right hand side is already positive. Therefore, dividing both sides by a square plus b square square root, only positive side. Dividing both sides by 1 square plus 1 square under root, that is under root 2. We get 1 upon under root 2 into x plus 1 upon under root 2 into y is equal to 1 upon under root 2. Which is the perpendicular form? Where this is the p and this is cos omega and this is sin omega. And so x into cos omega plus y into sin omega is equal to p, where p is 1 by under root 2. Cos omega is 1 by under root 2 and sin omega is 1 by under root 2. Both cos omega and sin omega are same and 1 by under root 2. Therefore, omega will be equal to 45 degree. From here, we have find that omega is 45 degree, p is 1 by under root 2. Therefore, value of omega is 45 degree and length of a perpendicular p is 1 by under root 2 units. Answer. That's all. Now cos omega is equal to 1 by under root 2 and sin omega is also 1 by under root 2 and p is equal to 1 by under root 2. This implies dividing sin omega by cos omega, tan omega is equal to sin omega upon cos omega, that is 1 upon under root 2 upon 1 upon under root 2, that is 1. Tan omega is equal to 1. Tan omega is equal to tan 45 degree. Because tan is positive, cos is positive, sin is positive, angle must be in the first quadrant. Therefore, omega is equal to 45 degree. This is the value of the inclination of that perpendicular with the x-axis. and P is equal to 1 by under root 2. Rationalization. B get under root 2 upon 2. 1.414 upon 2. 0.702. 07, and that is equal to 0.71 unit. This is the value of P and this is the value of omega. Hence, perpendicular form is x into cos 45 degree plus y into sin 45 degree is equal to 1 by root 2. Answer. This is the perpendicular form of the equation of the given straight line. That's all.